Hello everybody, and welcome back. This month's safety focus is on fire extinguishers. If you find this video useful, make sure you give me a thumbs up to encourage me to make more videos of this nature. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you will find other videos of this type, along with toolbox topic videos and leadership training videos. Like I said, this month's safety focus is on fire extinguishers, and there's an acronym that we use to help us remember how to use a fire extinguisher in an emergency. And we'll also cover some different types of fire extinguishers, and we'll also talk about how to do a quick check or an inspection on a fire extinguisher. Now, there are many different causes of fires in construction. Some of the most common causes are open burns, cigarette butts, and sparks from welding. Do you know what to do if there is a fire in your work area? Let's take a few minutes to review how fire extinguishers work. Fire extinguishers are rated based on the classes of fires that they can extinguish. There's a Class A fire. Now this type fire, Class A fire, involves ordinary combustibles like wood, paper, cardboard, things like that. The extinguishers that are effective on Class A fires may contain pressurized water, foam, or a multi-purpose dry chemical. Class B fires involve flammable liquids or gases such as gasoline, diesel fuel, and acetylene. An extinguisher used for Class B fire might use CO2, multi-purpose dry chemical, foam, or halon. And then there's a Class C fire. Class C fires are electrical fires. Extinguishers used to fight electrical fires may contain CO2, multi-purpose dry chemical, or halon. Many fire extinguishers that we see on job sites are rated ABC. They work on these three classes of fires. There is a fourth class, and this is defined as Class D. Now this is a unique kind of fire which is very rare on construction sites, and it involves combustible metals. The extinguishing agent used on Class D fires are specially designed to absorb heat and cool the material. Remember, Class D fires react violently to water. Now, here's some questions. Do you know where the nearest fire extinguisher is? What is its rating? Do you remember how to use it? These are some of the things that we'll be covering. One way to remember how to use a fire extinguisher is the PASS acronym, which stands for pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. And I think I've got a video here. PASS, the PASS method. It means pull the pin, aim the nozzle at the base of the fire, squeeze the trigger at the handle, and sweep the extinguishing agent across the base of the fire. At the first sign of a fire, call 911. If you try to fight the fire yourself, remember to keep your own safety in mind. Always leave yourself a way out. And when the fire extinguisher is empty, leave immediately. What can you do to ensure your work gets done safely and without a fire? Make sure you know all the safety rules. Observe hot work permit procedures. Store combustibles safely. Observe no smoking signs. And use proper containers for cigarettes and match disposal. If a fire does break out, grab the extinguisher and remember, pass. Pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. If you catch it soon enough and use this technique, you should be able to put the fire out before it can do much damage. Now we want to talk about a couple different other things. As a final safety reminder, check your kitchen and make sure that you have a fire extinguisher in it and it's inspected regularly. Now, I've got here some characteristics of different fire extinguishers. You see a lot when you're doing welding or burning, the water fire extinguisher. Now these are normally filled with water and they have a pressure tap on them, and you air them up using a air tank, and their effective range is 30 to 40 feet, and the water in it may last a full minute, 60 seconds. And then you have a CO2 fire extinguisher. Now its effective range is somewhat closer, 3 to 8 feet. And depending on the size of the extinguisher, it may discharge for 8 to 30 seconds. And then finally we have the dry chemical type. Now its range can be different depending on how big the fire extinguisher is, anywhere from 5 to 20 feet. And also it will discharge anywhere from 8 to 25 seconds. And then finally, you want to make sure that you inspect your fire extinguisher. Fire extinguishers have a tag, have a monthly inspection and an annual inspection, which is done by a qualified person. And then depending on the fire extinguisher, it may need a hydrostatic testing from time to time. I'm not sure what the year is. You need to check your fire extinguisher. But the ready check. Is the fire extinguisher ready to use? At the start of your shift, inspect any fire extinguisher in your equipment or in your area. Now, how to inspect a fire extinguisher? Number one, check the gauge. The pressure indicator should be in the green zone. Now, CO2 extinguishers do not have pressure gauges. And I always like to shake it and make sure that the dry chemical is loose on the inside. Check and make sure that the fire extinguisher has a current inspection tag. Check the pin and handle and make sure they're secured with a plastic seal tab. These are easy to break, but you need to make sure that pin stays intact, because if that tab is broken and that pin falls out, someone may pick up that fire extinguisher and accidentally discharge it. And then you want to check the extinguisher and hose, and it should be free of any visible damage. Make sure there's no spider webs built up or the dirt daubers have made a nest in the hose of the fire extinguisher. Now those are quick checks. And fire we have to take care of ourselves, and fire extinguishers are a handy tool to do that. Make sure you do your inspection. Remember that the PASS acronym to help you if you get in an emergency. Pull the pin, aim the fire extinguisher at the base of the fire, pull the trigger, squeeze the trigger, and sweep, squeeze and then sweep at the base of the fire. Pass, pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. Keep these things in mind and focus this month and every day on fire safety and fire extinguisher inspection. Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, make sure you give me a thumbs up to encourage me to do more videos of this type. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you will find additional videos of this nature, along with toolbox safety topic videos and leadership training videos. Until we see each other again, take care of yourself, because you're number one. Look out for your coworkers, and I will see you in the field.